Good afternoon, and welcome to the San Ynez Valley Union High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2019. We are pleased that you could join us today to celebrate this amazing group of young adults. In their honor, I would like to now request that you silence your cell phones. Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación para la clase de 2019 de la Escuela Secundaria del Valle de Santa Ynez. Estamos encantados de que puedan acompañarnos a celebrar este maravilloso grupo de jóvenes adultos. En su honor, ahora me gustaría pedirles que silencien sus teléfonos celulares. Please stand and join me in saluting our nation's flag as Senior Sean Harris sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Sean. Next, I would like to acknowledge several special guests who will be participating in this afternoon's ceremony. Joining me today are the San Ynez Valley Union High School District Superintendent, Mr. Scott Corey, and members of the Board of Education, Mrs. Tori Backup, Mrs. Chris Burtness, Mrs. Jan Clevenger, and Dr. John Bakey. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the commencement of the San Ynez Valley Union High School class of 2019. Good afternoon, graduates. This is your moment. Soak it in. Today is the culmination of 13 years of education. All the hours spent sitting in classes, all the time spent on homework and projects, all the late nights studying for exams, all the practices and rehearsals, all the games and performances, all the builds and competitions, everything you have done in and out of the classroom since your first day of kindergarten all those years ago has brought you to this afternoon where you now sit on this field alongside your friends. Old friends whom you have known virtually your whole lives, and new friends who you may have only met just in high school. Staring up into the excited faces of those who have come to support you in arriving here today. So what does it all mean? Why do we all gather to make such a big deal of this occasion? Today is just the first of what will be many milestones in your lives, but it is a particularly momentous one. Today, you leave behind the carefree days of childhood and take on the responsibilities of adulthood. More importantly, you join the society of adults at a time when America desperately needs your fresh ideas, your new perspectives, and your leadership. In countless ways, large and small, you and your generation will be entrusted with protecting the American dream for future generations. In the coming decades, you will help to define what it means to be an American and to reshape America's role in the world in the 21st century. That is a weighty responsibility, to be sure, but one for which the education you have received here has prepared you well. Your education at San Ynez High School these past 4 years has, of course, been built on the fundamentals of English, math, history, science, foreign language, and career and technical skills. But it has been about so much more than that. Before you could find the answer to virtually any question in a millisecond's Google search on the iPhone you always have in your pocket, schools were the repositories of knowledge. School was where knowledge lived, and students came to school as empty vessels to be filled with the knowledge found in textbooks and dispensed by teachers. The role of schools and teachers, however, has changed, even as you have changed from children to adults. Teachers now do more than impart knowledge. Your teachers these past 4 years have served as guides to help you find, sort through, and evaluate the quality of the vast universe of information at your fingertips, while coaching you to construct and make meaning of that learning. Your teachers have taught you to solve problems creatively, to work collaboratively, to think critically, and to communicate skills effectively. As you leave these halls, it is now up to you to take all of these skills and to apply them to making our country and the world a better place. No matter if your next step is college, trade school, the military, work, or something else, you will soon have the opportunity to make an invaluable contribution to our great democratic society. A big part of knowing what role you will play lies in your understanding of the journey on which you are about to embark and the importance of valuing your fellow travelers. Those same cell phones which put all of the answers at our fingertips also have a way of dividing and isolating us from other people and causing us to forego civility in our interactions with one another. At the exact moment in time when we need to come together to address some of the greatest challenges humanity has ever faced. Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, recently told a group of graduates at Tulane University that in a world where we obsessively document our own lives, we don't pay attention to what we owe each other. It's about recognizing human civilization began when we realized we could do more together, that the threats and danger outside the flickering firelight got smaller as we got bigger, that we could create more prosperity, beauty, and wisdom when we acted collectively. Graduates, I want you to look around at the other members of the class of 2019. And now look out at the sea of faces in the bleachers. To all these people, you owe the best version of yourselves. These are the people to whom you owe your best effort at fixing our broken world and creating more prosperity, more beauty, and more wisdom. I don't know if you remember that at your freshman orientation 4 years ago, I challenged you to make San Ynez High School better when you left it than it was as you sat there that day together as a class for the first time in the bleachers of the new gym. I have watched proudly as you have risen to that challenge and have done just that. San Ynez High is, in fact, better now than it was 4 years ago because of the things you have done while you were here. Now, as you sit together for the last time as a class, I challenge you again to commit the time, treasure, and talents you all have to making the world a better place. Don't worry about getting the perfect shot to post on Instagram to get the most likes or follows. In the end, likes on social media are just ones and zeros. They don't measure your value, and they don't define who you are, what you can do, or who you can be. Don't let those who have forgotten the importance of civil discourse drag you down with their thoughtless comments, born of ignorance, jealousy, or a mean spirit. Embrace your humanity and that of those around you. Come together with other people in the real world to combat the threats and danger out there in the darkness beyond your fire. We have done our best to prepare you. You have overcome every obstacle placed in your path. You have learned to go over, around, or through each of them, and in doing so have become strong, independent, collaborative, and courageous. You have done everything you need. You have everything you need. The late Senator John McCain wrote in his farewell letter to America, "Do not despair of our present difficulties, but believe always in the promise and greatness of America, because nothing is inevitable here. Americans never quit. We never surrender." Your time here has taught me that you have the collective power and wisdom to face down the challenges of our time. I can't wait to watch you go out and do it. I'm counting on you. We all are. Friends and family, seated before you are the members of the San Ynez Valley Union High School class of 2019. Counted among their numbers are 53 students who are graduating with highest honors, having earned a total weighted grade point average of 4.0 or better. In recognition of that accomplishment, these graduates are wearing gold soles in today's ceremony. Their names are listed in your programs. Students graduating with highest honors, please stand and be recognized. This afternoon, we are privileged to have three outstanding student speakers who will represent their peers on this auspicious occasion, sharing their parting thoughts with the class of 2019. I would like to welcome our first commencement speaker, Ms. Erin Callahan, to the podium.
Hello, my name is Erin Callahan, and I'd like to thank you all for attending the 2019 graduation ceremony at San Ynez Valley High School. I've often heard life being compared to many different inanimate objects, but I have yet to hear life being compared to a pirate ship. So here we go. Life is like a pirate ship. As it charges its way through the sea of time, the winds of technological advancement and innovation fill the sails, pushing it forward into the future. But life is not always smooth sailing. Sometimes the deck splinters, the sail rips, the mast breaks, and stormy seas are rough ahead. However, the thing about life is no matter the obstacle that appears in its path, the ship charges forward and keeps going until it is in the clear and finds smooth sailing once again. Sometimes the storm is long, sometimes it is only for a moment. Always, though, there is someone upon the ship who must man the wheel and raise the sails in order to keep going and direct their future. These men and women are known as pirates. We stand before you all today as pirates of the valley, directing our ships and broadening our horizons to seek new adventures and better our life experiences. While attending San Ynez, we not only plundered knowledge, fought hard to achieve greatness, and evacuated our classes from countless false alarm fire drills, but we also found ourselves amongst kind, generous, and hardy scholar lads. We've had our fair share of rough seas and white flag surrenders, from college rejections to failures on tests, yet we were never discouraged. Quite the contrary, we were taught to take our losses as lessons learned to better our decisions ahead, and to keep our heads high and our ships pointed to the future of our own design, one that is sure to be filled with treasure and victory. Throughout high school, our characters and hearts have been sculpted into fine pieces of gold of perseverance and dedication. This is a reflection of our hard work, as well as the excellent instruction and inspirations we have received from our teachers and peers. But what does it mean to be a pirate? Being a pirate is wearing black and orange on Fridays, showing support of our school. It means cheering for our football team, faces smeared with paint, while screaming at the top of our lungs to make a touchdown. It means being proud to call ourselves pirates as we stand and sing our alma mater. However, being a pirate is so much more than just these things. It's more than school spirit and pride and cheering for our team. To be a pirate is to have the willingness to do good. It is choosing what is right when others believe it is wrong. It is being involved with our community, like ringing the bell for the Salvation Army or volunteering at half marathons. To be a pirate is showing that more than just our grades are important. Believing that how we choose to live our lives outside of school should reflect a good character and heart. It is working hard and having an unending drive to achieve greatness. And why? Because we know we can. As pirates, we have learned to be confident in who we are and to be passionate about the things we love. We have come to find in our time here that if we are willing, we can achieve whatever we set our minds to. As pirates, we have learned how to take our ships by the wheel and steer ourselves into a new dawn as we take on a new journey of new seas and new tides with the knowledge that we are now and forever pirates. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Now please welcome our second commencement speaker of the afternoon, Mr. Juan Sanchez. Hello. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Juan Sanchez. I'm thankful to be here on this beautiful afternoon to talk about my personal experiences that have led me to this incredible moment. 16 years ago, 2 Mexican immigrants from the state of Sinaloa made a decision to leave everything they had to go to the U.S. Family, friends, their childhood memories, all left behind with one purpose. They wanted to give their 2 children the opportunities they never had. I will always be thankful for every single one of their sacrifices. Fast forward 12 years. As an 8th grade graduate, about to embark on a 4-year journey, I had no idea what the future held for me. Although it might not have seemed like it, I was a shy, timid kid who felt vulnerable to the world around me. I was not confident in the person I was and felt as if I needed to be better. A better son, a better friend, a better student, a better athlete. If there was anything in life that helped me keep my head up my first year at this school, it was soccer. Feeling as I was a part of something boosted me forward. Sports helped me relieve the stress and anxiety that every teenager feels at least one point in their life. Year 1 was the beginning of many changes. Every freshman is required to take PE. Although we all have different opinions regarding this experience, I was lucky enough to have this certain mean, always angry-looking type of man as my PE teacher. I remember the first day I was in his class, I thought I was done for. I admit I was scared of the guy at first. In case you haven't figured it out yet, his name is Coach Josh McClurg. He encouraged me to come out of my comfort zone and play football my sophomore year. Wanting to try something new, I decided to join the team. Both my soccer and football coaches helped shape the person I came to be. They taught me that life is not fair, that in order to get what you want, you need to work hard. You need to sweat, endure pain, and most importantly, never give up. Every single lesson they taught me will stay with me for the rest of my life. Parents, teachers, and coaches have one of the most important jobs. They impact young people like me every single day. They push us to be the best people who we can be, who I can be. That is why we'll always remember SYHS High. The students, teachers, staff, and coaches are the best around. I just want to say thank you one more time to everyone that helped every single one of us get to this moment. Thank you to my mom and my dad for always supporting me. Thank you to Coach McClure, Coach Hector, Coach Joyner, and most recently Coach Scott, for helping a young, disillusioned boy become a hardworking, young, driven man with many dreams and hopes for his future. Although I am moving on, I know that in my heart, I will always be a pirate. Thank you. Thank you, Juan. Juan injured himself in the football practice for the FCA game just recently, so that's why he's hobbling a little bit. Our last speaker this afternoon is Ms. Lindsay Hedrick.
Hi everyone. All my life I had imagined that I would be someone. I knew that one day I would change the world. When I was young, I aspired to be a movie star. Once I grew out of my glitter-studded Skechers and neon Bermuda shorts, I let go of my unrealistic dreams of living in the limelight with paparazzi following my rich and lavish lifestyle. As I reached high school, I still found myself dreaming. I had plans to become a CEO, a politician, a psychiatrist, and even that one phase when I wanted to be a wedding planner. Reality finally caught up to me as I opened rejection letter after rejection letter this past March. Looking at the same line, thank you for your interest in insert school here. We are sorry to inform you that ... I felt like I would never be someone. I felt like I would never change the world. It takes a while to accept rejection. This is something I'm sure we've all faced at one point or another. Quite frankly, it sucks. But rejection is not a model of our character, and what you pursue after high school is most definitely not a model of your worth. It's how we choose to move on, how we push ourselves to be even better than before that shows our true colors. So I moved on, I realigned my dreams. I taught myself that you don't have to be someone to be happy, and you don't have to change the world to be successful. In fact, we already accomplish these two things every single day. Maybe just not in the sense that naive little 5th grade Lindsay had always envisioned. We are someone to somebody. You could be someone to your sibling's friend you promised to drive to school every day. You could be someone to your classmate whom you offered extra encouragement to before their presentation. You could be someone to your coach who always notices when you take their advice to heart. You are someone to your friends, your family, your teachers, your coworkers. You are someone to anyone who has ever been touched by your actions. And these small acts of kindness and compassion, they add up. Most of us may not have the chance to make a difference in the world, but to these people, our actions make a world of difference. With that being said, I would like to take this time to recognize the people who have managed to be someone in my life and who change the world every single day. To my teachers, thank you for helping me find my passions and instilling my love of learning. Your hard work and dedication towards your students and your career is truly inspiring. To my family, ever since day one, you have been my biggest supporters in whatever I set my mind to, and I am so lucky to be so loved. I can never thank you enough for all you've done to help me be where I am today. And to the class of 2019, thank you for taking this journey with me. Thank you for creating countless memories and granting me so many lifelong friends. It is because of you all that I know I am someone. It is because of you all that I know I can change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. I am now honored to have the privilege of introducing the San Ynez Valley Union High School graduating class of 2019. Founded in 1896, San Ynez Valley Union High School held its first commencement ceremony in 1898 and has been producing outstanding graduates ever since. This is the 121st graduating class in our school's illustrious history, and it is no exception. Stepping back to look at the accomplishments of the class of 2019 is nothing short of awe-inspiring. Academically, the class of 2019 is represented by 17 AP Scholars, 47 California Scholarship Federation Seal Bearers, and 83 National Honor Society members. 79 members of the class completed the requirements to earn a Golden State Seal Merit Diploma, and 42 are being awarded the California State Seal of Biliteracy. A staggering 157 graduates challenged themselves with the most rigorous courses we offer by taking at least one advanced placement, UC Certified Honors, or Allen Hancock College class, and 53 graduates have a weighted GPA of 4.0 or higher. The class of 2019's hard work has been recognized financially as well. Collectively, not including institutional, academic, and athletic scholarships awarded by the universities our graduates will be attending, the members of this class have received a total of 18 scholarships and grants, totaling easily more than $500,000, including $200,000 in local scholarships from our generous and supportive Valley community. After After today's graduation, the class of 2019 will spread out across the country, covering 16 states from Hawaii to Maine, including Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Massachusetts, Montana, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. This class sets the record for the most states where graduates will be attending college in the history of our school. 92.2% of the members of the class of 2019 will continue their educations next fall. 35.7% will attend four-year universities. Graduates will be attending such prestigious four-year institutions as Colgate University, Carnegie Mellon University, Smith College, Texas A&M, Texas Christian, UC Santa Barbara, and Cal Poly, among many others. 53.6% will begin their collegiate careers in a community college next year. 2.9% will attend a trade school, technical school, or vocational school. About 6.8% will enter the workforce right away or will take time off to travel. 2 graduates will serve our country in the military, one in the Army and one in the Navy. 158 members of the class of 2019 competed on at least one varsity athletic team in high school, winning 8 Los Padres League championships and 1 Channel League championship. Girls track and field who were undefeated in winning our first Channel League championship since joining the Lou League this year. We also have 3 league MVPs, 44 all-league athletes, 1 all-CIF athlete. This class produced the CIF semifinalist boys tennis team and the first CIF finalist girls softball team, as well as the first CIF girls water polo championship in the history of our school. Members of the class of 2019 also broke several long-standing school athletic records, including swim and track records. Members of this class have amassed an impressive collection of awards at some of the state's most prestigious jazz and music festivals. Over the last 4 years, seniors in the theater group have made us laugh and cry and have challenged us to examine the world and open our minds through innovative staging, music, and thought-provoking plays, including an outstanding adaptation of Treasure Island this spring. In career technical education, our Skills USA team secured silver medals in the state finals in automotive refinishing, collision repair, and welding sculpture. This year, the auto program was also chosen as one of just 5 high schools in all of the United States and Canada for a SEMA Jeep build. Similarly, FFA continues to accumulate awards and plaudits from across the state and nation. Put simply, this class collectively is an amazing amalgamation of talents and abilities, vision, and action. The measure of a graduating class is more than just facts and figures, however. It also includes such intangibles as the service that it provides to the broader community. The class of 2019 has participated in many activities to make the San Ynez Valley community a better place. For example, graduates in the Environmental and Spatial Technologies class created original graphic designs for many local organizations, including making posters for the San Ynez Valley Airport Day, designing the logo for the Golden Inn and Village's Woodstock-themed auction, and designing a new logo for our own Refugio High School. This class's activism and service extends beyond the confines of our little valley, however, as several members of this class have traveled internationally to such destinations as Guatemala, Costa Rica, and the Dominican Republic to develop local infrastructure projects, advocate for sustainable living, and promote animal rights. The class of 2019 will no doubt make a difference in a world sorely in need of change, who represent not only our collective hope for a better future and the best of what it means to be a San Ynez pirate, but the enduring spirit of a school that was founded 123 years ago. Superintendent Corey, I am very proud to give you the San Ynez Valley Union High School graduating class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Swanitz. Congratulations to each of our graduates and their families on achieving this moment.
From one pirate to another, as a member of the San Ynez Valley Union High School class of 1983, I wish each of you all the best. Go make us proud. We now arrive at the moment that has brought us all together here today, the presentation of this senior class. This is the 121st pirate graduating class. I would like to ask San Ynez Valley Union High School District Board President, Mrs. Jan Clevenger, to join me on the platform. Mrs. Clevenger, as superintendent, I hereby certify that the candidates for graduation seated here behind us have met the requirements and specifications mandated by the state of California, the Board of Education, and the San Ynez Valley Union High School District, and have earned and are entitled to all the rights and privileges associated with a diploma from San Ynez Valley Union High School. It is with a great deal of pride that I present to you the graduating class of 2019.
On behalf of the San Ynez Valley Union High School District Board of Education, I accept and hereby enter into the role of official graduates of San Ynez Valley Union High School, the members of the class of 2019. Congratulations!
I would now like to invite Superintendent Corey and the rest of the members of the Board of Education to join us on stage for the presentation of diplomas.
Kendall Ann Vieira. Lita Jean Wright. Jillian Nicole Wilkes. Elena Adela Garza. Sabrina Rose Herridge. Victoria Francis Saldivar. Susana Ade Zapata. Ariana Paula Hurtado. Jade Sabrina Kinsman. Julita Pauline Knox. Sean Maurice Harris. Diego Gilberto Sanchez.